Tomah Health is gearing up for an evening focused entirely on women's health and wellness. Their Women's Health Night happening this week at Cranberry Country Lodge, featuring everything from health screening to hands-on activities. And we're joined this morning by Whitney Sanjari, community outreach health educator with Tomah Health, to tell us more. Good morning, Whitney.
Good morning.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, you too.
So tell us, what can we expect at this Women's Health Night? It sounds great.
Yeah, so the hospital, we've been sponsoring this event for almost 2 decades.
Okay.
And really it's focused around fostering community and just promoting women's health. So there will be a health fair from 4 to 7, and we'll have various healthcare providers there, pelvic floor specialists, sleep specialists, infusion nurses, nurse midwives, as well as a lot of nonprofit organizations that serve the community. And then we also have some demos that make it extra fun.
Yeah.
So we have at 4:15 and 5 o'clock, we have JJ's Florals doing a make and take floral design class, those 2 times.
Okay.
And then at 6:15 we have a B&T Farm soap company is doing a soap making demo.
Very
Yeah, so
cool.
why did you decide to use those? Excuse me.
Yeah, to have the demos there. Yeah, I mean, I think it makes the event a little bit more interactive, and I think it's just wonderful when you're learning a new skill to actually like practice it. And so I think that part of that engagement with the community is having things like those demos, or where you actually get to like make and take your own floral design, which is pretty cool.
Right, they get to take it home with them too.
Yeah,
A little bit of a souvenir. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
A
There
little
and
competition too, maybe.
Yeah. Which one is best? Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And so you're offering health screenings too, including blood pressure, mental health checks. Why is preventative health, things like that, why is that important for us women?
Well, I think that preventative health in general is like we try to catch things early on, right before they're bigger issues.
Right.
And so like, things like blood pressure, it's called the silent killer because you don't usually have symptoms of high blood pressure.
Right.
Sometimes you do, but not usually. And so there are lots of different kind of screenings and questions that you could ask healthcare providers there in a free setting, which is not something that happens very often in healthcare.
Sure, right.
And they can give general advice, but I think something that's really particular about women's health that's really helpful preventative care is specifically when we talk about pelvic floor health. I think sometimes growing up, even talking to like people my mom's age, and even now like people my age that have had children, it's a really common thing that like, oh, after you have kids, it's really normal that when you sneeze too hard or you jump that maybe you have a little bit of leakage. And, and I didn't know that, like, because everyone kind of talked about this is like the normal thing that happens.
Right.
And it's actually a fixable thing.
Yeah, right. It's a sign.
Speaking with the pelvic floor specialist. So I think that's something that it's good to talk about. And some people, that's such a cultural thing that's like, oh, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
And it's not.
Right.
So it's kind of neat to kind of see how far we've come in healthcare and some of the different advancement we have to help some of those issues.
Yeah, so kind of a less intimidating, less formal setting, get people asking questions and
Absolutely, yeah, where you can, have some of those conversations with provider that maybe you wouldn't necessarily have in your yearly, or maybe you'd be, like, oh, I don't want to bring that up. And so it's very casual, where you can have some of those conversations. And again, it's like basic health information. So, they can't give specific information to you. They don't have your health records there.
Right.
But it is great to kind of spark conversations and learn about things that maybe you didn't even know to ask questions about.
Yes, okay, getting the conversation started.
Speaking of questions, do you have to register for the floral making and the soap making?
Yeah, those are good questions.
Yeah.
You do not have to register for them. The floral design classes, they do have limited space, but you would just register. We have a registration process at the event when you come in, so you would just sign up for the classes when you came.
Excellent.
Okay, great. And again, this is Thursday, April 24th at Cranberry Country Lodge. So from 4 to 7, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, so we'll hopefully everyone will be seeing you there. Thank you very much for being here with us this morning,
Yeah,
Whitney.
thank you so much. Appreciate it.
No problem. Stay with us. We're back right after this.